Got a good crew.
They get the job done.
Haven't been part of a company since Ariadu. Missed it, I guess.
I'm shocked. Seemed like a real tight group on Dromund Kaas.
Jogo was never in danger of becoming popular. Gotta have someone watching your six. Wonder what Clan Ordo's doing now.
We're coming out of hyperspace. Everyone up front.
There's the fleet. I hope you're right about this.
Well, look on the bright side. They open fire, and we'll be breaking the galactic record for going from zero to space dust.
Battle stations?
Wouldn't even scratch the paint on those cruisers.
Point taken.
Even if they don't shoot us down, handing us over to the Republic would probably help deflect the flak they've been getting.
That ain't gonna happen.
Doesn't mean they won't try. Hailing, they're transmitting a flight path. We're to dock in Hangar 8.
They aren't shooting at us. So far, so good.
Well, we're committed now.
My presence was requested.
I've been ordered to bring you before my lord, Darth Tormund. Submit to search and seizure and come quietly.
I don't really care for that plan.
Alien filth has no right to question Imperial protocol. You will not be allowed before a Lord of the Sith armed. You will comply, willingly or by force.
Anyone still around by the time the lieutenant here hits the ground joins him.
Seize this scum! Cowards! You'll all be court-martialed! What are you waiting for? You won't get away with this!
Quite a pile we stacked up.
So, do we make a run for it?
I came here to speak with the Sith. That's what I'm going to do.
I don't have a better suggestion. Let's do it.
Torian, secure the hangar and be ready for further instructions.
Understood. Koyashi.
I see you've disposed of your escort.
Can't say I appreciate Sith hospitality.
Start. Destroy what is mine again, and I shall return the favor.
You know, I think I'm just gonna wait out in the hall.
Today, Corellia's leadership swore allegiance to the Sith Empire. Despite total occupation, the people openly rebel. What should have been a bloodless victory has escalated into full-scale war. The Treaty of Coruscant is no more. I want the Supreme Chancellor's head in my hand when I deliver victory to the Dark Council. You will provide it.
Don't ask much, do you?
I ask what I require. If wealth and acclaim are not enough incentive, perhaps revenge will motivate you. You have made an enemy in the Supreme Chancellor's closest advisor. Do what I ask and you will have your opportunity for vengeance.
Don't give me a reason to change my mind.
So long as our enemies remain on Coruscant, they are beyond even your reach. But Jun Seros will not be difficult to draw out. Getting to him will put you within striking distance of the Supreme Chancellor. Corellia is where we will put them down. There are obstacles that must be removed before we can act. You will remove them.
For a price, of course.
Of course. Some old enemies from the last war have re-emerged. A Republic privateer made famous assisting Hylo Vise break the Mandalorians' blockade. And a Coati noblewoman credited with orchestrating numerous successful uprisings on Imperial-occupied worlds.
Consider them dealt with.
This star chart shows the last destination of your first target. Make it his final. My subordinates will brief you upon arrival.
Torian, you can stand down. I'll brief you when I get back.
I'll stand down when I see you if it's the same to you.
Mako, run this data.
Alright, just one sec. Okay, I've updated our astrogation computer. This is a pretty obscure system.
Mamba o Wasasuga Kumanagaliaso?
Thanks, Blizz. I think I've got it. Last I'd heard, Belsavis wasn't even worth colonizing. The Imperials have it designated as a Republic prison world, though.
I like a sense of mystery and excitement.
That's something I like about you, even if your taste is a little questionable.
Los noji tama patisa. Mo guduni ompi bedwana. Ni bobo chopa uma.
My job's pretty simple when it comes down to it. I'm a bounty hunter. I track down individuals nobody else can find.
Wa fumare tu poto dwana wanki wapata ya tuka loka. Tapon mangisa chobod I kafuan chawa.
That's one way of looking at it.
I chupenago. Bedwana urbi kilawato banki dunko potokanoda. Tanta Zuza chaskapakuta kiskata wata. Mo kilamo klunki yat ambumpa borshuda.
I find people for a living, Blizz. You'll see them again.
Hasta wa hoto agua tupi. So hawa tu punyo is dimoto sekoto wupi wupi.
Notice anything different?
Are you gonna get upset if I say no?
Hardly. I'll just chalk it up to fine craftsmanship. Just acquired some nice form-fitting blast armor. Thought I'd see if it would stand up to a trained eye. Apparently so, if your observation is any indication.
Glad that worked out for you.
Since I'm still putting myself in harm's way, I decided to make a little investment in my well-being. Been stocking up on interesting tidbits at every port we've hit. From here on, I'm ready for anything.
That friend I said you reminded me of? Got a holo call from him. Turns out Corridan heard about us taking down G-Cone on Terrace. Sent me an invitation.
You didn't draw a line in the sand, I hope.
Over G-Cone? No. He'd have done the same as us. Said he's hunting big game. Offered to let me in on it. Plan to take him up on that. Wanted to let you know. Won't be long.
See you when I see you, Torian.
Catch you later.
How was it?
Amazing. Met Corridan and half my unit on Duxon. Good hunting. Bomas and Maulers mostly. Jagger bagged a Zoc egg. Lucky Jare.
Don't know half the words you just said, but I get the idea.
Show you sometime. Got a few more stories to tell. Can't ask for much else. Back to hunting prey on two legs. Right.
Hey, about earlier. Thanks. Torian's a great guy. I think it might actually work out.
Don't hurt him, or I'll probably have to shoot you.
Got it. Thanks again.
Lieutenant Hall, Imperial Intelligence. I have orders to act as your liaison. I've prepared a briefing should you require it.
Hit the high points, quickly.
Your target is Zale Barrows, ace pilot, and daring as they come. His vessel was observed landing on Belsavis before our forces invaded. We believe he is still inside the Republic prison facility on the surface. Our landers can insert you into the Republic fortifications relatively near the last known location of Barrows' vessel.
I need any additional intel about the area.
You'll be heading for a starship hangar in the administrative wing. Expect resistance. We have already disrupted the Republic's ability to maintain control of their captives. The biggest threat to you will likely be the prisoners themselves. It will be absolute pandemonium planetside. This is my direct holo frequency. I am on call should you need me.
Not often I find myself breaking into prisons, shall we?
What is it, Mako? I just touched down.
I've been combing through the Imperial's network since we docked. After cross-referencing their records with data on the Holonet, I hit pay dirt. Surprise, surprise. There are a lot of people locked up on Belsavis with outstanding bounties.
That was good thinking.
Just doing my job. Most aren't worth much, so I narrowed it down to the best payout. A gang of bandits who heisted a major shipment from the exchange. This one's all or nothing, so here's the complete list. Oh, and don't worry about dragging them back. These creeps are wanted dead.
Sounds like Loverboy's coming back. Ain't you gonna welcome him home? Zale, I like your plaything. Maybe I'll keep her a while. You ain't Zale.
Maybe we should give them some privacy.
Tell me where he's hiding, or I'm gonna crush Curly here like a bug.
I'd like to know the same thing. Who's the woman?
Zale's little girlfriend. Wanna kill her, but she's the only one left who can rat him out.
You can just shoot me. I'm not telling you anything. Cooperate, and I'll get you out of this alive. I'm not stupid. I'm dead. Zale, why'd you have to play the hero? I wanted to leave when the first siren sounded. Zale insisted we stay to help evacuate if things got too bad. Too bad. Understatement of the year. Quit stalling. Where is he? Zale stormed off after some argument with the warden. Said he had unfinished business. He took M30B to get the central power plant back online. Said not to wait for him. That's all I know. I can work with that. Find yourself a better hiding spot. I can go?
You ain't going nowhere, girlie. And your boy's gonna hear all about how you died before I kill him.
I said she can leave.
And I said she ain't walking out of here.
Last chance. Let her go.
Lucky I ain't got time to peel you out of that can. Run, girlie. But when I find you, I'm gonna see how much you can scream before your lungs go.
Can't shake the feeling I've seen that ugly mug someplace before.
Cut it a little close there, Em. Nice try, but you... I'd kinda hoped the first time I met you, it'd be captaining your one-way trip to lockup.
Looks like it's the other way around.
Well, I'd love to go on a cruise with you, beautiful, but I'm spoken for.
And cue the moron.
Friend of yours? Hate to disappoint, but even your thick skull won't break through this force field.
What are you standing around for? Let's blast this place to pieces!
How about I start with you, loudmouth?
Yeah? Give me your best shot. You wanna gut this twerp, go blast the stupid generators! Soon as this field drops, me and Zale are gonna get reacquainted.
If he's dead when I get back, I'm gonna be real upset.
Don't you worry. I plan on keeping him alive a good long time. Dirty rotten!
Any particular reason you trashed that droid?
'Cause it was here. A rat scurried down this little hole while you were taking a sweet time wrecking the place. Tin Can wouldn't give up where he was going. Guess I broke it.
You can't beat answers out of a droid, moron.
Morons what I call runty bounty hunters dumb enough to pick fights. I got an idea how to keep this heap talking. There's lots more junk like this thing walking around keeping the runts in line. They get built at a plant deeper in. Bet there's parts to hotwire this trash and shock some answers out of it.
Not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Course it ain't. Place is inside Max lockup. Ain't getting in there without some major boom booms. I only got this dinky piece. You blast the place up. I'll haul this junk over and grab us a couple of tech heads on the way. Deal?
I suppose I can do that.
Come on, come on. Got you right where we want you now.
Thought I smelled something burning. Found us a couple volunteers.
You can't be serious. You want us to try and fix this? There's hardly anything here worth salvaging.
I only need to get inside its head. Find me something telling me where this man is going.
I think we can handle that. Dean, grab a diagnostic pad and a hollow emitter. This might take a little while.
Done all we can. If the Imperials want those prisoners, they'll have to crack them out of the tomb. It's out of our hands now.
You can evacuate, Warden, but I spent too many years putting those fiends away to let it all be for nothing. Come on, Em. We're heading to the tomb.
Give us an idea where he's headed.
If the little punk's trying to keep the imps from getting in the tomb, he's only got one way to go. I didn't bust all the way out of Max to miss my shot at that twerp.
Leave them alone. I think I know someone who can help. My target's last known destination is something the locals are calling the Tomb. What can you tell me?
Unfortunately, everything we know about the tomb comes from the Republic's limited records. It appears that most of the interaction the Republic had was with the tomb's custodial droids, and only samples were normally allowed to enter.
Would presenting myself to the custodians be an option?
The droids retreated inside the tomb when Operations Group 1 and 2 forced their way through. All contact has been lost. Commander Grang is in charge of gaining re-entry to the tomb. He'll be able to give you the current situation. However you get through, if you can reach these coordinates, contact me. I'll bring you up to speed on any discoveries.
I'm coming along. I ain't been waiting this long for someone else to have the pleasure of killing Zale. You get me that twerp, I show you where the law hides all the contraband on this rock. Deal?
I'll do it against my better judgment.
A friend takes a hike too, in case you're thinking you can pull something.
Suits me just fine.
All these cells starting to make you nervous?
After today, I think I've done more than my time.
Commander Callum speaking. Good work, Hunter. I see you've tracked down Operation Group 2's camp. What is their status?
Dead. Every last one. All that's left is this datapad. The records are encrypted.
Standard Black Ops protocol. Upload the data and I'll decode it. Let me see. Confidential report, mission to rescue the Dread Masters. Ah, here we are. According to this log, Operations Group 1 set out to free the Sith. Group 2 stayed behind to secure their escape. Then they were attacked.
Whoever hit your boys got in close. Quick, clean, and brutal. Not exactly the Republic's style.
There is only one other possibility. The Eshkar. They're an ancient conqueror species, incarcerated here for thousands of years. Now they're on the loose and out for blood. I'm officially placing a bounty on the Dreadmasters. Ensure their safety, and you will receive riches from the Emperor's personal treasury.
I'll get your Sith. Just be ready with my pay.
Of course, Hunter. The Empire will gladly oblige. According to the intel you recovered, Operations Group 1 left for Vault 914. That's where the Republic jailed the Dreadmasters. Locate them at once. And if you encounter Eshkar, show them no mercy.
Horn, I'm in position. What have you got for me?
Analysis of data from the custodians is coming slowly, but I believe we found a solid lead. The bulk of the samples taken recently appear to have been interred in a vault we are designating Block 44. The majority of the Imperial prisoners have likely been taken there, making it the probable destination for your target.
If Barrows came to stop the Imperial rescue op, shouldn't he be after the highest profile targets?
It's possible, but with the majority of our forces concentrating on liberating the Dreadmasters, it's unlikely he'd go unnoticed. It's your call. These are Block 44's coordinates if you decide to pursue it as a lead. If Barrows is sighted elsewhere, you'll be the first to know. Horn out.
Urhod Yilken Zeniet. Jik Inter, Mebeg dressed Pasiat Dan Ilbi for cost in pain. Mafurk Naho Ratiest Bi Elmu, Intisor Mahefna. Jik Inter, Mebeg dressed Pasiat Dan Ilbi for cost in pain. Litiest Tikinti Twetlek. Mafurk Naho Ratiest Bi Elmu. Intisor Mahefna.
Lay one mutated hand on the Dread Masters, and you'll answer to me.
Zinies Jur Drukal Jasbro, Lihidan Naka Miest Hija. Maro Gialdest Mat Gzenki, Tom Kors Kil Miestra Hulba. Garf Gyodiam, Tiest Ziti Kor Mili Kiest Madwa.
Dare seek control over the Dread Masters?
But you was Toriest, Jit Kelamst Mietke Inti.
Fear.
Yatat, Kenneth Rebiat.
None can contain us, not this prison, not the Republic, and certainly not these creatures.
You'd still be the Eshkar's playthings if not for me.
Fear. We are the Dread Masters. Show your respect.
I can't take it anymore. Please. I give up.
The weak surrender quickly. Releasing us from the Eshkar's grip warrants some degree of mercy.
blasters ready, men! Down the imps and capture the Dread!
More guests. Splendid.
That lump in your throat, it's panic. Think on what will happen next.
You're scared enough already. Go. Spread word that the Dread Masters are free.
Retreat! Retreat!
We have been gone. Do we now show mercy to the Republic?
Belsavis is crawling with threats. They aren't one of them. Commander Callum, the Dread Masters are ready for extraction.
Incredible work. Consider your contract fulfilled, Hunter. I am Commander Callum, my lords. It's my honor to ensure your safe passage off Belsavis. An evacuation team awaits you in minimum security.
Good. The trip will give us a chance to stretch our legs and to terrorize the Republic. You have served the Empire well, mercenary. We are truly impressed.
The Dreadmasters aren't known for their compliments, but I agree with their assessment. All that remains is your debriefing. I will await your company aboard the space station. Commander Callum, out.
How did you... You are good. Nobody shoot. Truce! Look, we could settle our differences, but not right here. I have to stop the Empire.
Drop the blaster, Barrows.
I'm not putting down anything until these Imperial scum stay right where I put them. Maybe you never saw the footage, but I was there when they sacked Coruscant. You know how many civilians died from the bombings alone? You helped us spoil their rescue. Permanently. And I'll go quietly.
You should have made an offer earlier, Barrows.
Can't blame a guy for trying. Fan out!
You're mine now, Runt!
I was so close. So close!
I would know who you are and how it is you came to our rescue.
I came for this piece of trash. You just happened to be here.
You have what you want, then. Be gone.
Been thinking about this since you dumped me on this rock, Saley boy. Got it all worked out how you're gonna go.
Aren't you gonna do something? You came here for me. What about your bounty?
I'm delivering Barrows in the condition he's in.
We had a deal!
Consider our prior agreement void.
Fine! Lucky I still need you.
Thanks. I don't want to know what he had in store for me.
I wouldn't want it to be me.
You've been rubbing me the wrong way since I met you, but I'll let that slide if you do me a favor. I figured joining up with you is my best shot of getting off of this rock. What you say? I'll kill for you.
Fine. But I'll be keeping you on a short leash.
Yeah, lead the way. Just get this little twerp out of my sight before I decide to crush him.
You have surpassed all expectations, Hunter. The Dreadmasters are safe. In freeing them, you have truly accomplished the Emperor's vision.
The Dreadmasters have a temper. Try not to anger them.
Naturally. But thank you for the advice. It goes without saying that all events on Belsavis are strictly confidential, especially those pertaining to the Eshkar. But enough formalities. With the Dreadmasters freed, the galaxy will know fear once more. The Emperor thanks you for everything.
You're here to take Barrows off my hands?
I noted your return. I figured it was safe to assume you were successful, given your reputation. I prepared a report of your success for Darth Tormund. I have your compensation right here.
I could use a friend in Imperial Intelligence. Keep in touch.
So long as you're sure to put in a good word for me, I'll do that. I must return to my duties. Again, a pleasure.
Your digs ain't much to look at. At least it's roomy. What do you do for fun in this dump?
You're here to work. How you occupy your off time is your own problem.
Gonna be your problem real soon. On the inside, I got bored. Somebody got stabbed. Better keep me busy.
Stick with me and you won't be short on targets.
That's more like it.
Everybody front and center.
You didn't mention we had a guest. Who's our large friend?
3 meters of short fuse that owes me. I suggest everyone get acquainted.
Name's Skadge.
Skadge. Okay, interesting. Call me Mako.
This thing begging for a treat?
Skadge. Don't you worry, I've got it committed to memory.
So what's next?
I guess find a place big enough for Skadge to bed down.
You've been a busy girl. Too busy. You should spend more time with your loved ones before they're gone. I'm extending you an invitation. An opportunity to appreciate what you have before you lose it. But if you Mando barbarians don't care much for your POWs, it's not any loss to us. There'll be plenty of other opportunities for us to meet. If you want a chance to say goodbye, come to Hoth. We won't wait long.
Torian, we've got to save him.
Your boyfriend's gonna be just fine.
I can't lose anyone else. I just can't. So what are we gonna do?
Set a course for Hoth.
Right. Let's do this.
I was starting to think we'd have to finish without you.
You've got no idea what you just got yourself into.
You don't say. Why don't you come a little closer and explain it to me?
Ambush, run!
You aren't saying anything your friend doesn't already know. You know, Grand Champion, you got talent. The Overseers would have scouted you eventually. We could have helped you make a real mark on the galaxy. Now you'll have to settle for your gaudy title and the price on your head.
Let him go, before you do something you can't take back.
You should really take your own advice. Bounty hunting isn't a game, whatever the Mandalorians think. It's serious business, with serious consequences. Consequences you're about to become intimately familiar with.
Torian, you're okay. Oh, stars, am I glad you're okay.
Sorry. Shouldn't have let this happen. I owe you. Again. My turn to be bait, I guess.
Maybe, but I was still the one getting shot at.
Never said I was good at it.
Hey, one of these creeps is still alive and kicking.
How? This should have been total overkill.
Despite what you think, the Great Hunt's no joke. There's a reason Mandalore made me his champion.
If this couldn't kill you, I don't know what would. I want out. I don't care how good the money is. It's not worth it.
You're begging the wrong person. Your call.
Torian, he's not worth it.
Dues paid. Finished?
Grab your gear and get a move on. Mako, get back and pull together some data for our next target.
Got it. Be careful, you two. Glad to see you both made it back okay. That is the last time I let you go off without a chaperone.
Looks like I'm grounded. Be back on the hunt?
I think it's safe to proceed.
One of Tormund's lackeys forwarded a star chart to a system called Voss. The place isn't even on most maps yet. There's a lot of scuttlebutt about Voss's discovery on the HoloNet, but it's pretty far-fetched stuff even for spacer superstition. The astrogation computer's updated and ready to go when you are.
Never thanked you. Not making a big deal over me taking off. Good to see my brothers are still alive. Cordan owes me 50 credits.
Never leave a debt, Torian.
He's good for it. Been meaning to ask something. Mandalore tell you the Racial Nare when you were adopted into his clan?
There was a lot of stuff in Mandalorian. Could have been talking about the weather for all I know.
Sorta what I thought. Racial Nare means 6 actions. The core of Mandalorian life. Speaking the language is a big one. I could teach you, if you're up for it.
Private lessons from you? I can think of worse ways to spend my time.
Could learn all kinds of things. Have to find some time later, then.
What is it they say about curiosity again? Does it involve lavish paid vacations? Maybe Trando-Shawnee flatcakes? So, I may have gone back into the SIS computers. Just a little.
Bad idea ticking off SIS for no reason.
I've got a reason. Most of a reason, anyway. Remember how I said I found birth certificates from my family? A dozen of them? Well, I found out that 10 of them also have death certificates.
I know you got your hopes up. Wish it had turned out better.
I'll get over it. Not like I haven't got tons of orphan experience already. I guess it's just me and Carl now. Well, on that cheery note, let's move on, huh?